Hi everyone, it's Enchanted. Thank you so much for tuning in. So in today's video, we are going to be picking cards to see what your person is currently thinking and feeling about you right now. So yeah, here we have three piles in front of you. We have pile 1 with the rose quartz. We have pile 2 with the tiger's eye. And we have pile 3 with the carnelian. So yeah, go ahead and take a second to meditate upon the piles and pick one that you are the most drawn to. You can pick based on the crystals, you can pick based on the angel numbers and the timestamps below. It is really up to you, but pick based on your intuition. And yeah, we will see you in your respective pile. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So we're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what your person is currently thinking and feeling. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from the Light Seers Tarot deck, as well as my handwritten Oracle deck, as well as my Major Arcana Disney deck, which it's been a while since I've used that, so I'm really excited to use that in today's reading. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the tarot section of this reading. I love this deck so much, Pile 1. Like, it is the best deck, and it's like the most recent deck that I got too. Okay, the first card that we got here is the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles is all about like lacking energy. Okay, your person's really in lack, and they're in that lack mindset where they feel like they don't really have that much to offer at the moment. They think that like whatever they do offer, it's probably not going to be good enough. And although like this is kind of like a sad card, like look at her being in despair, it's almost a good thing because it's like at least your person is cognizant of the fact that, like, you know, whatever they have to offer you, like, you know, they could be doing more. Okay, like that just shows me that, like, you know, they respect you enough to, like, you know, come forward when they actually do have something to offer you, or, you know, they think so highly of you that they're just like, you know, they're even like second guessing themselves, like, okay, is this enough for this person? That shows me this person really cares about what you think about them. And you know, that's a big thing. I honestly feel like that shows a big like level of maturity. um so yeah, but that is kind of the state that your person's in right now. I even feel like, yeah, your person's just kind of going through a depressive period right now. I feel like they're going through a lot at the moment. Whether or not you see that, or whether or not they're telling you that, like, I am seeing that, you know, there's something in their life right now where they feel like they're not, you know, really like doing that good, and like there's an aspect of their life. So I feel like maybe for some of you guys, you know, it could be that their finances are dwindling a little bit, like they need to focus on work, career, something to do with their job. Like maybe they're not like getting the recognition that they deserve, or their job is just like eating them up on the inside. Like it's not something that they're passionate about, but they're still trying to bring in the money. But it's just like, you know, like this is just overall kind of like a sad card, like lack type of card. But yeah, we'll pick some more cards to see what else is happening. Okay, we got the Three of Wands. Okay, so I feel like despite your person going through all this, like, you know, they still ponder upon, like, they're still very contemplative of this connection and where they see it going. And they still are thinking about their future. Okay, so that's a good thing. So it's like, you know, sometimes we get like, okay, yeah, they're in despair, they're going through a lot, but they're just in that self-pity mode, which is like, you know, that's just like at that point there's no progress happening. But with the Three of Wands, I will say that there is some progress happening. I feel like whenever this person thinks about their future, they definitely think about you in it. You know, the Three of Wands is good. I always say it's like the planned type of card. Like Three of Wands reminds me of like someone going abroad, maybe to study or like start a job, and they're like, you know, planning on like, they're not just like impromptu, like, you know, doing that like kind of, you know, out of nowhere. Like, you know, they plan to take their stuff with them, they plan for their finances. So I feel like this person is getting serious about their life. I feel like they will be taking, if they haven't already, they will be taking proactive steps to kind of like, you know, fix this mindset or this weird situation that they're in. Because, you know, I do see that there's a lot of passion here with the Three of Wands. I was just looking at the flames here. You know, this person is really passionate about you and this connection, and they're just like, you know what, like this is worth holding on to. I need to step up my game, okay? And I feel like this is really good because it's like they're seeing you as motivation to step up their game and, like, you know, be a better version of themselves, get their life together in order a little bit. I'm even seeing maybe some of you guys could have been like manifesting this person to get their life in order, manifest that this person get a good job or get paid well, because I mean, at the end of the day, when they're doing well, when you're doing well individually, that's when you come together. You know, that's when you can come together better and stronger than ever. So I feel like if that is something that you've been manifesting, this is your sign that it's paying off. Or if you've just been manifesting this person to talk to you or contact you or maybe take things to the next level, all of that is like it's actually happening. Okay, it's in the works. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes when you start manifesting and putting in the energetic work and really even just focusing on yourself, doing self-love affirmations. So that's a big thing. Okay, I definitely see that there's a lot of progress happening in at least the 5D, and it has yet to manifest in the 3D. I can't even talk. 3D. Yeah. What else was I going to say? Yeah, with this Three of Wands, I'm also seeing that there could be some sort of distance in this connection. Maybe it's a physical distance, you know, maybe this person lives in another city, state, town, or it could just be that like it's been a while since you've talked to one another, or you're in no contact or very little contact, or maybe there's just some sort of like gap in communication. Like maybe you're wishing this person, like, if you are seeing this person, like maybe you're wishing that you and this person, like, you know, reach another stage in your relationship, and it's just like that conversation is something that's being like held off, or like there's some clarity that you really want that you're not exactly getting at the moment. It could be that as well. But the good thing about this is that like whatever it is that you are wishing to happen in this connection, whether it be this person contacting you or you know, this person like having a conversation with you about taking things to the next level, I feel like that thought is definitely is being planted in their mind. Okay, like they are thinking about that, they are contemplating that. Okay, but this Three of Wands, see, it's not exactly like a Six of Wands yet. You know, Six of Wands is all about victory, success, achievements, things actually happening. So I'm seeing that it's still a work in progress. Okay, but this person is thinking about you. And yeah, we also got the Knight of Cups. I love this. Okay, so I do see progress happening. Like literally, as I said, it's a work in progress. Like this card confirmed it even more. So with the Knight of Cups, this is all about making an offering. Okay, and cups have to do with feelings, emotions, relationships. So it's like making an offering regarding love. Okay, like making a love offer is what I'm seeing. I'm even seeing someone could literally come forward with like red roses. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's red roses in the background, like right here. Right here. I'm sorry, my bed is a little bit messy. I kind of have like no space in my room right now. But yeah, like I'm seeing something to do with like little red roses. Maybe this person will come forward and actually give you that. Or maybe you could see red roses as a sign that something's going to happen. I know it's a very common symbol, but like honestly, I don't see it as much. Okay, like I seldom ever see red roses other than the ones I have in my room. But like if you see that, you know, it could be like whether it be in real life or like a coloring book or your dream or something, it could be a sign that your person's about to reach out to you, or it could just be them trying to communicate like, look, I really like you, look, I want to see this relationship actually go somewhere. So yeah. What else are we getting here? Sorry about that, the video got cut off, but what I meant to say is that the both of you are manifesting each other at the moment, okay? And if you have been manifesting this person to, you know, let's say make an offer, like I said, you know, take things to the next level, I really feel like, you know, that thought, again, it's that seed has been planted in their mind and they're actually going to take action, okay? So whatever you're doing, if you are manifesting, I mean, it's working, okay? This, again, it reminds me of like the Magician card, the Major Arcana card, which does have to do with like manifestations coming true. So yeah, and I just feel like it's gonna happen kind of out of nowhere too. Like you're just gonna be chilling one day, like having fun, or like, you know, like, you know, you may be thinking about this person and this connection a lot, but like at the time this happens, maybe you won't be like too into it, and it's like it'll just come out of nowhere. Like this person will just message you out of nowhere. I mean, even if you have them blocked, I feel like they could be messaging you from a different number or something. Like it's just gonna surprise you. I'm seeing like this is going to be like a really pleasant surprise, because they have been thinking about this for a while, and it's like, you know, when you think about something for a while, it like, you know, sort of like festers, and it's like at some point you just take action. So I really feel like there is action happening in this connection. It is looking very promising. Okay, let's pick a couple more cards. Yeah, we got the Ten of Swords. So I do feel like, you know, there is some hesitancy here, I'm not gonna lie, or there has been some sort of back and forth, but I feel like at the end of the day they will end up like, you know, reaching out to you or taking that next step or giving you that mental clarity, whatever it is that you want. But I am seeing like right now your person kind of is going through a lot externally. This Ten of Swords has to do with like external burden, the external stress and pressure that's, you know, really been impacting them like internally a lot. It could be like, let me look at the rest of the cards. Yeah, it could have something to do with their career life or material life or their finances. I do feel like they are a little bit stressed at work at this time, and this is someone who takes their work pretty seriously. Maybe you could be dealing with a workaholic, or like, you know, just someone who like needs to like get their like life together in that sense, or even just someone like, yeah, someone who just like, you know, really does value their work. They do value their stability, and like right now they could be feeling some sense of like, you know, instability. And I feel like when they do that, it sort of affects everything. Okay, if they feel like this external instability, like, you know, it makes them like stress out even more internally. And yeah, I'm just seeing like there's something to do with finances. I'm hearing something to do about like, you know, a boss not like being like not paying them as much, or yeah, them not receiving that much money. Again, this whole thing about Five of Pentacles, you know, being in a like state of lack, like they feel like maybe they're not getting paid enough, or like it's just like they've been kind of like overworked, overstressed. So yeah, that could be kind of like a hindrance in them coming forward. But yeah, honestly, like I see positives in everything, so it's a good thing. In a way, it's a good thing, because if they have been kind of like delaying something, if there has been some sort of delay, it doesn't have anything to do with you. It literally has something to do with what they're dealing with, which is a good thing. Okay, like I'm not seeing that this person is like mad at you or like upset. Like even if there was something said, maybe it could have weighed on their mind a little bit with this Ten of Swords, but it's like they're kind of ready to let go of that. I don't think like, you know, like this person really is the type of person to hold grudges. I feel like they would just like forgive and forget and want to come forward. But I am seeing that this person does value their like, you know, again, career, material, life. They want to make sure their finances are on point, or maybe there's something going on with like, you know, some like work is a hindrance. Maybe it could be like a coworker thing, or maybe they're just like, you know, you could be dealing with someone that's just like, okay, I don't know if this is professional or something like that. You know, I am seeing something of that sort. Okay, let's go and pick one more card. Okay, we got the Knight of Swords. We got two knights here. So there's definitely going to be a love offer with the Knight of Cups. And with the Knight of Swords, you are going to be getting that mental clarity. Okay, remember how I said that if you have been feeling some sense of delay, it's because of, you know, just whatever is going on with them externally. I feel like you're finally going to be getting that mental clarity. I feel like this person is finally going to be reaching out to you. And I also feel like they've been stalking on social media a lot, and like they've kind of just been thinking, like, you know, racking their brain on what to say to you that will like, you know, be conducive to everyone in the situation, that will result in the best outcome possible. So that's a good thing. You know, that shows me that this person isn't just like, you know, like in and out, like, you know, they're kind of like, they want this to last. I'm seeing like, you know, they really do see you as someone that they can spend, you know, like have a long-term committed relationship with. And you know, this Knight of Swords, like again, I'm seeing like just major progress happening here. The knight, it's not exactly a queen or king yet, but it's just like, you know, it's getting there. Okay, like they are thinking of the right words to say to you. They know that like, you know, you really care about effort, like, you know, so I see them like just putting in the effort. Okay, I feel like maybe you could have even said like, look, can you at least try? Like, you know, you could have said things like, okay, even if you are stressed out at work, like, can you just be communicative? Can you just like tell me like, look, I'm stressed right now, I can't talk, but you know, let's talk about this later, or something like that. Because I feel like, you know, if you're watching this, like, you know, you just want good communication, even if it's like, you know, everyone's allowed to have their off days, their bad days, and you're not really the type of person to force people to talk to you when they're having a bad day or anything, right? And I just feel like you are a very easygoing person. You know, Spirit is really telling me that like you just want like, you know, the bare minimum and then some. And it's almost like Spirit is even telling me like, you know, don't settle, like ask for more than that. But like what I'm really seeing is that like this person is working on that, like everything that you might have told them or communicated to them, like they are working on their communication. They are working on being better at just, you know, conveying their thoughts. Because, you know, Swords has a lot to do with like, I always say it has a lot to do with like verbal expression, communication, and like, you know, really being able to materialize your thoughts and like actually take action. So I see this person doing that. Okay, I see a lot of action happening, which is really good. A lot of movement happening. Okay, we definitely did get some constructive criticism type cards like Ten of Swords with the internal stress. due to external pressure that they're going through. And then we also got, you know, the Five of Pentacles, this thing that could be going on with work, or them just feeling like maybe they're not good enough or they have too much to offer. But I also see all of that, like, you know, kind of going out the roof with this Three of Wands and this Knight of Cups and this Knight of Swords. And like, they're gonna make you a double offer. Like, you know, I feel like when they finally come forward and like communicate with you, like, you know, they're gonna tell you like how much they really like you and how much they really care, and like they're gonna make you a love offer, okay? And they're gonna do so in a very like communicative way. Like, I feel like they're actually going to stick through with that. Like, you know, it's not like they're just gonna talk the talk but walk the walk. So it's like they're gonna make that offer, but they're also gonna make sure that they extend that offer. Like, you know, it's like instead of just making false promises, like actually acting on those promises. So that's a good thing, okay? Because sometimes I feel like if we had gotten the Knight of Wands or Page of Wands, I would have been like, okay, yeah, this person really likes you, they want to be with you, but it's just like they're still a little bit in and out. They still kind of have not really matured a little. They're just gonna like be on and off, and it's gonna be annoying. But I really see that like maybe while things could be on and off a little bit, like it's definitely getting to that stage where it will be more on than off, okay? So I just see like, you know, give this person some time to kind of sort things out by themselves. I feel like, you know, this person knows that you are very supportive. And, you know, one other thing that I want to see is that like with this Five of Pentacles, they don't like, again, they really care about what you think of them, and like they don't want you to think that like you're dealing with a complete loser, okay? So that's why I'm seeing like, you know, they know that you're super supportive and you probably help out at any time, but I'm also seeing like, you know, let this person kind of like prove themselves. I even feel like this person's in a place where they want to show like, look, I can change, I can improve, just give me a chance, okay? And like give me a chance to actually do this myself, okay? I feel like even with this Pentacles, even if it is the Five of Pentacles, I usually see Pentacles as kind of like a, you know, suit that deals with like, you know, making like real promises, like being genuine, being authentic in what, you know, everything that they have to say and do, like, you know, actually following up with their actions and things like that. So I do see this person like maturing a lot, which is a really good thing, because I feel like it's finally hit them, like, you know what, like I gotta change something. I'm not feeling like, you know, my optimal something has to change. What is it, you know? And like they're actually gonna work on it. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from my Disney Major Arcana tarot deck to see what messages we have here. Wow, we got the Justice card. I love it. Okay, so the Justice has to do with like, you know, equality, fairness, balance, okay? Trust me when I say this person is going to, you know, stick to their word of, you know, like whatever it is that they're offering you, like they're gonna follow through with that, okay? And I feel like, you know, this person wants to make sure that things are fair to you, which is why like with this Five of Pentacles and like the Three of Wands and like, you know, the Knight of Cups, like they're really thinking about like changing, like, you know, they know that there has to be some sort of change. And even with the like way that like, you know, the sword and like just look at the like imagery on this card, like everything's like, you know, there's a lot of light, there's a lot of like swirling, there's like a lot of movement happening. So you know, I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen in the 3D as well. And, you know, this Justice card, this is really the card of truth, okay? This is the card of being, like I said, you know, authentic and genuine. And, you know, it's all about seeking the truth and speaking the truth. And it's like, you know, it is whatever they said to you about their feelings and what this connection means to them, it was true. So if you guys are second guessing yourself, like, oh, did this person even care? Did this person even like me? Yes, they did. You know, I'm definitely seeing that, like, you know, I can, even they can see how like you might not believe that at times, but it's also like they're trying their best, okay? They are kind of going through a lot with this Ten of Swords, and again, it has nothing to do with you. It has a lot to do with just whatever they're dealing with externally, which I'm seeing, yes, it could have something to do with career or their material life, or even just their own mentality, because, you know, Swords is a card of like the mind and things like that. You know, there's just something that kind of needs to shift in that sense. But with this Justice card, trust me when I say this person really just wants the best with you and the best in this connection, and they really are going to be speaking their truth. Something that I really like from this reading, pile one, you know, with the Knight of Swords and the Justice, there's a lot of communication happening and a lot of like authentic, like, you know, good, just like meaningful communication happening at that too, okay? Like, and I feel like this person's going to be like really honest with you and really just speak their truth, and it's gonna be like a good thing, okay? Like, I feel like you're gonna get that mental clarity that you have been waiting on and so rightfully deserve. So that's a good thing. Yeah, we also did get the Hanged Man. I'm gonna go over the zodiac signs soon. I usually say them as I pick the cards, but I haven't been doing that lately. But yeah, with the Hanged Man again, like it's kind of like a 5 steps forward, 3 steps backward thing. I mean, like there's definitely progress, but it's like, this person is just dealing with something kind of heavy right now. This Hanged Man, it sometimes also does have to do with like dealing with like, it doesn't have to be addictions, but also just like negative patterns, negative thought patterns, kind of just being in their own fields, like, something really just like weighing them down. But it's like they are slowly getting out of it, but it's just like, they still need a little bit more time, okay? But with this Hanged Man, I also like, this is associated with Pisces, and Pisces is a very, very deep sign. It's a very spiritual sign as well. So it's just like, I do feel like, this person has very deep feelings for you, and, you are definitely spiritually connected no matter where you are, no matter what the situation has turned into. Like, you could literally be in like different states, different like, parts of the state or country or world or whatever, but it's like this person's always gonna have a thing for you, okay? But it's like whatever it is that they are slowly getting out of it, it's just that like, whatever it that they've been dealing with, like, I mean, it was like they were in deep in that, okay? And it's just like it's taking some time for them to get out of this rut or whatever it is that they're going through, but it's like they're seeing the light, okay? Like they're seeing that escape route. Like, look at this. This is from Tangled. I made these cards myself using Pinterest and Canva, and I can't legally sell these because yeah, it is Disney copyright, but I think I am allowed to use them. So yeah, but like this is the image that I really decided to use for the Hanged Man. It's like the hair is just, Rapunzel's hair is just like hanging out, and it's like she sees an escape route, but it's like she's still kind of stuck in the tower. Like she still kind of has to like wait for her mother and stuff. Yeah, I don't want to like get too much into the Disney movies, even though I love it. But basically I am seeing that this person will see the light of day. Like things will come to surface. You will get that clarity that you deserve, and it really is heading towards something good. It is heading towards like there is a lot of progress, and it's heading towards something that you want and so rightfully deserve. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pick a couple of cards from my handwritten oracle deck to see what other messages we have here. Yeah, this card kept popping out. We got, you are the best thing to have happened to me. Okay, yeah, seriously, like I feel like if it wasn't for you, maybe this person would not have seen the truth or seek the truth, or there's something that like, whatever they were stuck in, that they were so in deep. If it wasn't for this connection, maybe they would have never even realized it, okay? Like, I'm even seeing maybe this person got the help that they need, or did some, like, mental clarity, or thinking that, like, no other relationship has really ever invoked in them, but when they met you, they're just like, okay, I need to address this issue. I can't just keep living my life this way. Or like, some things from the past came up to surface, and maybe even for you, maybe like things from the childhood, from your childhood or their childhood came up, and it's like something that the both of you, did a lot of thinking about, and you're just like, okay, I know why this happens now. I know why I, go towards these types of people or situations, or like you gain some sort of mental clarity about yourself, and so did this person. And it's a good thing because I really feel like it helped them in their, personal development journey, or if they are spiritual, their spiritual journey. But like I'm just seeing like the both of you really glowed up energetically. There's a lot of like just progress, a lot of like just development happening, like self-development. Like I always like since we are dealing with like Disney movies, like character development, like progress and things like that. So I really like that. This connection was definitely something that your person is needed, and they're so grateful for. Okay, like even no matter how you feel, even if like you're watching this and you're just like, oh, why did this happen? Why did I have to feel this much? I mean, honestly, it's like you kind of helped someone. Okay, I just feel like even with the Hanged Man, like this does have to do with Pisces energy, and like Pisces are known to be like the healers and even like the martyrs. Like I feel like you had healing vibes on this person. Okay, and it's like a lot of you watching this, you could be empaths, you could be natural healers, and at times you can even feel your energy drained because of all of that, because you have that healing ability in you, which is such a big thing. Like you should be proud of yourself. But I'm also seeing like maybe I always say like whenever I get like cards like that or explanations like that, you know, I always do say my whole spiel about like setting boundaries and like, you know, being strict with boundaries, because I really do feel like this person is going to make their way back. But I'm also seeing like, you know, with this Knight of Swords, they are definitely going to be serious, but it's like I still feel like they have a little bit more progress to do before they can really come forward and give you the type of relationship you deserve. But it's like it's still happening. This person is trying. The biggest thing is that this person's still trying. It's like you totally can entertain them. At the end of the day, it's up to you what you want to do. But it's like also make sure that like, you know, they are living up to what they're saying, okay, which I feel like they're trying once again. But it's like, you know, just don't settle for less is what I'm seeing. And it's like your person doesn't want you to settle for less either, okay. I feel like your person is cognizant of their actions. You know, they do take responsibility for their actions. If they haven't already, they will start doing that, because again, I just feel like they are maturing, which is a really good thing. Yeah, we also got you are the one, I'm gonna marry you someday. Yeah, so who knows, this Knight of Cups could literally be a marriage offer for some of you, okay. Maybe this person literally wants to get engaged, or if that's a little bit too far off, it could just be that like, you know, they want something long-term headed towards marriage, okay. Because I really feel like with both the knights here, it's like, you know, you're the only one that they want to offer this to. I feel like, you know, they don't even want to entertain other people, okay. Like even if you are in separation, even if you live in like a completely different city or state or something, it's like they have not been meeting the same like people that make them feel the same way that you did and do, okay. So yeah, this person is very very much connected to you in a lot of different ways. So yeah, okay, that is what we got for you, pile one. I hope this reading helped. I hope that it resonated. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings. So if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for that. And yeah, I will end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. So we're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what your person is currently thinking and feeling about you and the situation. So or this connection. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from the Crystal Unicorn Tarot deck to see exactly what is going on for you, pile 2. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards real quick. Okay, the first thing that we got is the Six of Pentacles. This is a very promising card. I really like it because it has to do with fairness, balance, and equality. I'm seeing that maybe at times there was a lack of like balance in this connection or fairness. It's like maybe someone in this connection was giving a little bit too much, putting in a lot of effort, and if like that was the case, I'm seeing like, let's say you were the one that was doing that, I'm seeing that your person wants to make that up to you. This person does want to make sure that things are fair to you in this connection, okay. But something that I'm seeing, and like, you know, please understand that like your person likes you just as much as you like them, okay. I feel like even if in the 3D material world, maybe the amount of effort could have, you know, varied between you and your person, I feel like feelings wise, you know, your person felt just and still feels just as much for you as you feel for them, okay. And I just feel like this person is going to like come forward and make you an offer. It sort of reminded me of this card that I have from the Moonology deck. Now is the time to give rather than take. So that's exactly what I see this person is doing. This person is going to be giving more. And it's funny because like, you know, this to me gives me sixth house energies with the Six of Pentacles, which is associated with Virgo, and it's all about like, you know, work and like, you know, making sure that like, you know, whatever you have to present is solid. You know, I'm even seeing like a little bit of perfectionism. Maybe someone in this connection could be a bit of a perfectionist, or like I just see this person making effort, okay, like putting in the work. So that's a really good thing. Yeah, I'm getting Virgo energy, so maybe someone could be that Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or 7th house, which is the house of love and relationships. Okay, wow, okay, we got 6 again, 2 sixes. So I'm seeing maybe if you have been seeing 6 a lot, like 66 or 666, which I know some people think that's like the devil's number, but to me, I think every angel number is valid, okay. Like you can literally look up 666 and you'll see a positive definition, okay. It doesn't have to be that. I think that only kind of counts if you're of, I think, Christian or something. I'm not really sure, but like I love 6. It's one of my favorite numbers. But with this 6 of Wands, okay, this is all about victory, success, achievements, winning someone back, even recognition. So I feel like your person might be doing something to kind of gain your attention a little bit. Be careful of the signs, okay. Like it might not okay, I was gonna say could be something outright, like maybe outright this person will be messaging you or saying something to really grab your attention, or could even be a little bit more subtle. Like, let's say you and this person, like, you know, you're on each other's Instagrams, and this person wasn't really one to post that many stories. It's like maybe they could be posting a lot more stories, and maybe in the stories they could be posting something, you know, that could allude to a moment or an inside joke or some sort of symbol, you know, relevant to your connection. Okay, so just be wary of the signs, because I really do feel like, you know, this person wants your attention. They definitely want, like, you know, a success with you, victory with you, whatever that may be, whether that be getting back together or taking that new phase in your relationship, or, you know, like, taking that next step in this connection, or even just contacting you or giving you clarity or closure, like whatever it is. I just feel like this person really wants to be on good terms with you. It, like, pisses them off if they're not. Like, you know, I don't see, like, you know, and I feel like you guys could be, if you're watching this, you could be that type of person too. You don't really want to harbor hatred or resentment towards anyone. Like, you just want clarity, you just want answers, and I feel like you are going to be getting that. This is confirmation that you will be getting that, and I just feel like you're going to be feeling a lot more lighthearted, a lot more like positive, upbeat, like optimistic about the whole situation. So yeah, okay. We also got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of Pentacles energy. So I am getting Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. With the Six of Wands, I'm also getting Leo energy. Yeah, but with the Ace of Pentacles, your person really wants a new beginning. Okay, I feel like, you know, this Six of Wands, like, they're gonna try to win you back. They're winning you back, pal, too. Okay, like, and I even feel like they're being a little bit stubborn about that with all this Pentacles energy that we are getting here. And, you know, they really want there to be a fresh start that is built on a strong, steady, stable, solid foundation. Okay, like, they really do value you, this connect they value you and this connection, and they feel like there's unfinished business. Okay, there's 100% unfinished business, and it's like I really see them, like, you know, putting in the work and making the effort to actually do something about it. So that's a good thing. Okay, let's see what else we got. Oh my gosh, we got the Hierophant. You guys could be the winner pile, the jackpot pile. Okay, like, usually in some readings I do this, some I don't, but like, so far, like, wow. Okay, this is literally the marriage card. Okay, the Hierophant has to do with taking that next step in the relationship, and it really does have to do with the institution of marriage. Your person wants you. Okay, like, they want something long-term, lasting, and committed with you. They definitely see you as wifey or husband material. They see you as marriage material, and, you know, more importantly, like, I just feel like they learn so much from you. They think you're so wise, they think you're so knowledgeable, and even with all this Pentacles cards, they really feel like you're someone that they can really grow with. Okay, and that's a big thing to them. I feel like, you know, at this stage in their life, they're just looking for someone who's gonna help them grow, but like in a good way, like not in a painful way, like not through pain, but like, you know, just someone who's going to kind of like you know, motivate them, inspire them, like, you should be doing this. And like, you know, they're kind of at that point in their life where they're thinking about something a little bit more serious. They're thinking about, like, you know, okay, I need to get a little bit more serious about life. I need to, you know, actually, like, follow through with things, and you know, really deliver on my promises and things like that. So I really feel like this person has matured so much, or they're going through that, and so it's looking really good for you, pal, too. Okay, like, this, again, it's the marriage card, and yeah, trust me when I say this person has really deep feelings for you. I'm getting Taurus energy here. You know, Taurus is associated with Venus, which is the planet of love, beauty, and abundance, and I feel like, you know, your person has an abundance of love towards you. Okay, they also think you're very beautiful. They think you're very attractive, and like, you know, they just think you have everything. They think, like, you know, it's a big deal for this person to even be thinking about marriage or even just something long term. And I feel like they are pretty picky people. Like, even with this Taurus energy, like, let me tell you, I'm a Taurus, and like, they don't necessarily have to be a Taurus, or no one really has to be a Taurus, but it's like, trust me when I say, like, we are picky. We would not just like marry anyone. Okay, so I just feel like that energy is there. Okay, like, this person, if they picked you, I mean, like, consider yourselves lucky. But actually, they should be the ones that are lucky to be with someone as amazing as you. But my point is, like, they don't just feel this way about just anyone and everyone. Okay, so I really do feel like this person is being genuine, so that's a really good thing. Okay, let's pick a couple more cards. Yeah, okay, so we did get the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords has a lot to do with, like, anxiety. It's in between Eight of Swords, which is, you know, it has to do with like self-imposed restrictions, and Ten of Swords, which has to do with like external stress, pressure, burden. So I feel like, yeah, person's kind of going through a mix of that. There is something external that's been affecting them. Something's been stressing them out. Maybe it could just be like, it has something to do with work, maybe, because with the Pentacles cards, that does have to do with like work, career, material life, finances. Yeah, there's just something that's going on, and there's also like some like self-imposed restrictions that they're kind of going through right now. I do feel like this person's pretty hard on themselves. I definitely did get a lot of perfectionist energy and vibes with the Six of Pentacles. That reminded me of the sixth house, which is associated with Virgo, and like they're known to be like perfectionists and things like that. So yeah, I'm also seeing like maybe a lot of this anxiety could be regarding like how they want to come forward. It's like they know they want a victory with you. They know that they want to be successful, or like they want success in this connection. They want to have a breakthrough in this connection, but they also don't really know how to go about doing it. But like I feel like they know that they want something solid, steady, and stable. But like, okay, the biggest thing that I'm seeing is that they could be kind of scared of rejection. They are feeling good about this, and I'm even seeing that they are pretty confident with the Six of Wands. But like, I'm also seeing that this person is a softie deep down, okay? Like, they are sensitive AF, okay? And like, I feel like if you were to reject them, like, it would really like hurt their confidence, or like just hurt them in general, okay? So yeah, I'm just seeing like that could be a little bit of a worry for them. Yeah, they really don't want to be rejected, especially from someone like you, especially by someone like you who is who they see as someone that they can have something long term with, okay? Like, if you were just a random person, a random fling, trust me, they would not be caring this much. You would not be getting these cards, okay? So even if you are worried, like, oh, does this person like even like me? Did they even care? Like, was this just a fling? Was this just a situationship? Whatever it was, I mean, they felt like it was more than that, okay? If this was a situationship, the feelings that they had, it was like you were basically married or something, or they were giving you the boyfriend or girlfriend treatment. Even if you were in an actual relationship, or still are in a relationship, you still are seeing this person. I'm seeing that their feelings for you just grow so much, okay? They grow stronger and stronger by the day, and it's like they want that to materialize in the 3D. Like, when you fall in love with someone, like, marriage is all about like showing that to the world and like making things official. I mean, like, they want to do something to show you, so I do feel like that's gonna happen. But again, this person is a little bit anxious about maybe how you take them, or maybe something happened where like it kind of like they do have faith, but it's just like maybe they think you might be kind of mad at them, or they're not really sure like how you would take this. It's like I feel like the both of you like each other, the both of you know that you're into each other, the both of you are feeling this connection very strongly in your hearts, but like there's still that thing about like, okay, but will this actually materialize in the 3D? Okay, so I just feel like they're going through a little bit of like mental anguish and anxiety because of that, and maybe even something to do with their work life, because with all the pentacles, maybe they're in the midst of like getting that aspect of their life sorted out, because I do feel like this person wants to make sure that they are stable and secure within themselves before coming forward, okay? They do not want to be seen as a loser in your eyes, okay? The Six of Wands, again, they care about how you view them, they care about how you think of them, and they're just like, yeah, you know what, I gotta be the best for this person, because they think very highly of you. And like, seriously, like, I'm seeing that like they probably could have told their friends, like, you know what, that's it, that's the one, I'm gonna wife her up, or I'm gonna husband him up, or like I can see something like long term with them, and like this, yeah, I just feel like they have very, very good things to say about you to other people. So yeah, and I feel like other people also think that you're a good influence on them, so that's a big thing too. I feel like a lot of their friends and family like you if you have met them, and even if you haven't, I do feel like this person has talked about you to them and just said very nice things, and it's just like there's I feel like people are rooting for this to happen, like your spirit guides, your angel guides, even people around them. So that's a good thing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from my handwritten oracle deck to see what other messages we have here. Okay, the first one we got is I have been dreaming of you. Okay, yeah, so this person thinks about you quite a lot. Okay, they think about you more than you know, maybe even more than you think about them. And when you dream about someone, it's because you've been thinking about them. It's because they're in your subconscious. So I feel like that is something that is going on here. They could be seeing signs about you, that whole thing with 666. Maybe you'll start seeing signs about them too. Yeah, we also got I care about you deeply. Yeah, because they care about you so deeply, they all this, like, the Nine of Swords came up, the Six of Wands came up, the Ace of Pentacles came up. Okay, trust me, these cards would not have come up if it was just some random thing. So this person 100% does care about you, and I feel like they always will. Okay, so such an endearing thing. I like that. Yeah, we also got you inspire and motivate me. You are absolutely amazing. Yeah, with the Hierophant, the Hierophant also does have to do with like higher education and like a higher institution of education. So who knows? Maybe someone could be in grad school or be pursuing some sort of education or learning something, but that really translates to them thinking you're really wise. Okay, you're very knowledgeable, you're full of wisdom, and like you're someone who motivates them to be a better version of themselves, do more with them, with their lives. I feel like you taught them a lot about themselves. Yeah, and they just learned a lot about themselves from this connection. You too, I feel like this has been a really good connection for the both of you, because the both of you really learned and grew from one another. And yeah, you really make them want to be a better person, which is a big thing. Like that's a finding that person that like motivates you to be the best version of yourself, like that is a pretty big deal, okay, especially for your person. And I just feel like they've never met anyone as wise and mature as you. And I don't think like there's anyone that they've dated in the past that they wanted to marry or they thought they could commit to right on the spot, or think like, oh my gosh, they're the one. Or even if there was, maybe there's like one or two, but it's like you're their future, okay? Like they don't even care about the past anymore. I'm even seeing that maybe if some of you guys entered this relationship, like maybe this person had just come out of like a relationship, or maybe you did, like I'm seeing like they don't care about their exes anymore, and like I feel like this person has also made you kind of forget about people in the past, and you're their future, or like they want you to be their future. So yeah, wow, that's a big thing. Okay, that is what we got for you, pile 2. I really hope this reading helped. I hope that it resonated. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for a personalized video reading. And yeah, I will end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what your person is currently thinking and feeling about you and this connection. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from the Light Seers Tarot deck to see exactly what is going on. Spirit, please give me some messages and insight about pile 3 and your person. Ooh, okay, so this card really popped out. We got the Queen of Wands. Wow, what a strong way to start off your reading. So with the Queen of Wands, your person thinks you're very inspirational, you're very motivational. There's a lot of passion in this connection. There's a lot of like a burning desire for something to happen, okay? Like I feel like they're always going to carry a flame for you. There's always that spark. I feel like they find you to be so attractive, like oh my gosh, like you're probably the hottest person that they've ever dated. And yeah, with the Queen of Wands, I'm also seeing like this person is really passionate about like just you in general, yes, but also about like making things happen. I feel like this person like really wants to get to know you. Like they really want to get to know what you're all about, like, uncover your deepest secrets. Like, I just feel like they think you're such an interesting persona. Like, you really impress them is what I'm seeing, okay? Like, you just have a lot going on for you, and this person, like, cannot get enough of you. They're all like, oh my gosh, like, I need to be in this person's life, or this person needs to be in my life. I also feel like you have really motivated them to be a better version of themselves. You really kind of kept them on track when it came to a lot of maybe things in their life. I feel like maybe they're the kind of person that like needed that push, and I feel like you did that. If not like in the 3D world, even like energetically, because there's just some people that like you're around that like are just doing so much with their self, with their lives, with themselves, and it's just like, what, I want that for myself too. Like that's exactly how this person feels about you, and they feel like you are just like they have to have you around, okay? I'm seeing like there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of like magnetism, there's a lot of attraction here, and they're just like, I feel like this person is someone who's really going to help me grow. I feel like this person is going to give me the push that I need, and like that's like, it's a good thing, because like sometimes like I see like these quotes about like a lot of like celebrities, sure, but just like a lot of like married people, they're just like, what, I married this person because she always kept me on top of my game, or I married him because he inspired me to start my business, and he was super supportive and super helpful, and like that's exactly what I'm seeing here. Like they really see you as someone that they can be with for the long term, because of like everything that you inspire them to do, because of like the growth and progress they have noticed within themselves with you, okay? Like you invoked a lot within them, which is a big deal. Okay, we also got strength. Okay, a lot of fire energy. I'm definitely getting Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and yeah, with the strength, this has to do with Leo energy. So with the strength, this has to do with like reconciliation. This has to do with what do you call, like coming forward with an offer, or having the strength to reach out to you. This also has a lot to do with romance. Okay, so I feel like romance is at an all-time high. Like this is um, there's a lot of like, again, passion and like just sparks flying in this connection. Okay, like there's never a dull moment with you. Your person thinks you're so fun, so lively. You probably are outgoing, you probably are social butterflies. Like I'm seeing, even if you are like, you know, quiet or introverted, like I feel like when you talk to this person or just people individually, like one-on-one, or you're in a small group, your personality like really shines, and like your person loves that about you. They think you're just such an interesting, like fun persona, like fun character, you know. And yeah, with this strength card, there's a lot of romance. I see that that romance is really blossoming. It's really blooming. This gives me a lot of fifth house energy, which has to do with like intimacy, like passion. So, you know, I'm seeing maybe this could be like a fairly new connection, or maybe you didn't spend as much time with this person. Maybe it wasn't like that long lived. Or like it just feels new, it just feels fresh. Maybe you could be with this person for like 20 years, but it's just like every time they you know, think of you or see you, it's just like, wow, like I remember the first day I saw this person. And I feel like this was definitely like a instant connection, instant attraction. Like the both of you, when you crossed paths, when you looked into each other's eyes, they were just like, oh my gosh, it was like instant connection, instant attraction, so much magnetism. Yeah. And you know, I'm also seeing like with the strength card, you know, this does have to do with the solar plexus chakra. So I feel like, you know, this I feel like this connection even made you a lot like confident in yourself, or like same, I'm seeing something about like someone gaining confidence by being with the other person. I feel like maybe this person thought that you were so great, you were so attractive, you were so like, you know, maybe even out of their league or something, or like their confidence definitely got boosted when they met you. Like maybe they had just given up on dating, or maybe they just weren't really meeting the right people, or people that they were really vibing with, until they met you, and they're just like, okay, you know what, maybe dating's not bad, maybe like I can give this a shot. And yeah, so that really that's also something that they think about. What else am I seeing? Yeah, I also feel like you have very grounding energy. It's funny because we got the Queen of Wands, so I'm seeing like maybe you could be like someone in this connection is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or for whatever reason I channeled Earth sign, because with the Strength card, like there's always like, it's funny because in this it's a lamb, but there's always like a lion and like a, usually like a feminine figure. And it's like I always see, whenever I draw the strength card, like I get drawn to say like, oh, this person, you really tamed this person, you really grounded this person thinks you're really down to earth, you really like brought them back to earth, and like, you know, um, calm them down a little bit. So that could also be the case. I am channeling like some earth sign in this reading as well. But like they just love being around you, because it's like you have a good balance of being like passionate and fun, but also like really down to earth, and you know, just someone that they can chill with, someone that they can have deep conversations with and talk to, and like, you know, come to if they have any problems. I feel like they think you're very supportive as well. Yeah. Okay, we also got the Two of Swords. Okay, so I feel like at this point, like, you know, they know that they like you. They know that they're into you. They know that, like, you know, this attraction, like, it's between the both of you, okay? It's definitely not just one-sided. The both of you really feel a great deal for one another. But with this Two of Swords, I'm seeing that they're just not really sure how to go forward. They're just not, they're conflicted between something, okay? It could be, like, you know, they have, okay, maybe with the Strength card, I'm seeing a couple of different things. It's like they could kind of, like, lack the strength to come forward, maybe because of fear of rejection, or it's like I do feel like, you know, you, like they just think so highly of you that, like, you know, they're really grateful that they met someone like you. Definitely boosted their confidence, you know, activated their solar plexus chakra. But like with the strength, it's just like I feel like they've been hurt in past relationships before. I feel like they do carry a lot of pain, they do carry a lot of that, like, you know, maybe like negative emotions and things like that. So like they're just not really sure like how to come forward, like what to do regarding this connection. Like they know that they really like you, but I'm seeing like, you know, with all this fifth house energy, you know, this kind of does have to do with like, you know, just dating and kind of seeing where things go. So I feel like that's kind of like the state of mind that they're in right now. They know that like you're definitely a keeper, but I'm seeing that they kind of want to take their time with things, because like, you know, they are a little bit like blinded to like not necessarily the truth of this connection, but it's just like, you know, they kind of have a little bit more to figure out within themselves. It's like they're blinded to the truth about themselves. Like, okay, what do I need? What do I want? So it's like I'm still seeing that they're in the works of like contemplating that. Okay, yeah. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, we got the Seven of Cups. So I feel like, yeah, someone here definitely did have options. So yeah, with this Two of Swords, like, I'm not gonna lie, maybe they're a little bit like just hesitant about like, you know, what they want to do, just because there could be other people around them, could be like other options. But like they know like what they feel for you is stronger than what they feel for anyone else. But I am definitely seeing like, you know, this person just needs a little bit of time to think like, okay, do I want to come forward, or do I kind of just want to like, you know, explore my options, be single, try things out for myself. You know, it's like they don't even know what they want to do, but they know that they're in tune. They know that they feel like strongly for you more than anyone else. Okay, like I feel like you are the winner in like all the Seven of Cups, but it's just like they're not sure what path to take, what route to go down. Okay, because like, you know, they know they really like you, they know you're a keeper, but also at the same time they got to look out for themselves, because I do sense that like, you know, this person, they could have been in situations in the past that really tested their strength. Okay, it may have made them like weak and vulnerable, and it's like, you know, they maybe just recently gained their strength back, and like, you know, again, dating you definitely boosted their confidence, but it's just like they have a little bit more to think and contemplate upon before really like committing or going forward. Okay, but we got the Knight of Pentacles and we got the Hierophant. Okay, so I feel like eventually they're gonna make up their mind and choose you. Okay, that's a good thing. I was getting a little bit worried there, but I mean, honestly, I just want to, like, you know, I want to tell you everything. Okay, so yeah, they could have been conflicted. Maybe they did have other options, but I feel like with these two cards here, like, they don't want to entertain these other options. Okay, there definitely could be people around them that like your person, but it's like they don't want them. Okay, they want you. Okay, and I feel like, oh my gosh, like we literally got the Hierophant, and this is all about taking things to the next level. They're choosing you. Okay, they 100% are choosing you. This sort of reminded me a little bit of the Bachelor, Bachelorette, but they're just like, they're honestly even gonna think to themselves like, why did I even like think about other people? Like, who cares about other people? I want this person. This person has been there for me all along. This Hierophant is all about taking things to the next level. Like, you see that ladder, so like taking that next step in your relationship or connection. I feel like they're really gonna take a risk. They're all like, you know what, this is worth it. I don't care if I've been hurt before. I definitely have come out stronger from those situations, and like, who better to like, you know, spend this newfound renewed love, energy, effort on than this person, you know. Who better to like commit to than this person. Okay, and like they're so happy like that, you know, they finally found someone that they can feel that way about again, and like, yeah, they just feel so strongly for you. And yeah, you know, this Hierophant does have to do with taking things to the next level. Like I said, it has to do with like marriage. It also has to do with yeah, like just like a higher level of commitment is what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing maybe someone could be pursuing grad school or like a higher level of education. Doesn't have to be the case, but like I just feel like this person thinks you're really wise, you're really talented, you're really knowledgeable, you're really mature most of all. Okay, I feel like maybe in the past, like, they could have been around like immature people. Even with the Seven of Cups, like, it's just like no one else compares to you, because you're so wise, you're so knowledgeable, you're so well-rounded, and you just have so much going on for you. And that's something this person finds really attractive. Okay, they just want to be around someone who has their life together, and they think that about you. And because of that, I see that they are coming forward. I do see them coming forward. I'm not gonna lie, it might take a little bit of time. I'm just gonna be honest. You know, this Knight of Pentacles, it is like one of the slowest moving cards in the deck, but it's like it's a good thing in my opinion, and Spirit's opinion, even with this like Hierophant, because it's like they really want to take they want to take their time to get to know you. They really want to build things on a strong foundation. They want they want this connection to be built on a strong foundation. They want to lay a strong I said foundation like 3 times, but it's just like, you know, they care about getting to know you, and like they don't want to move too fast, because they don't want to make the same mistakes that they may have done in their past relationships. So I feel like the pace that it's moving, it's going to be really good. Okay, like maybe it could be a little bit slow to start off or get to that next stage that you wanted to, but after that I see it picking up. After that I see you both like climbing the ladder like no other. Okay, but again, I just feel like this person wants to make sure that like, they're completely sure about what they want, that, you know, they're not like going through this like internal conflict anymore, and like, you know, they're like steadfast, they're sure on what they want, so that they're able to give you exactly what you deserve. Because I do see that this person puts you on a pedestal. I mean, like, look at this, like you are this. Okay, you are the goal here. You are the star that's like shining on the top of this ladder. Okay, like you are the end goal, you are like their person. Okay, you're the one, and like they know that they have to try, they know that they have to put in the effort. You're not one to settle less, they don't even want you to settle less. So yeah, I see them coming forward, and it's gonna be really good. Okay, so it's like if things have been a little bit slow, I'm getting spiritual downloads that like just hold on, be patient, things will work out. Okay, they're meant to work out. This is like honestly, it's one of like the best cards to get in a love reading, because this really has to do with like marriage and coming forward, and like actually seeing progress, actually seeing movement in the 3D. So yeah, that's really great. I really like this reading, Pile 3. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick a couple of cards from my handwritten oracle deck to see what other messages we have from your person. Okay, we got I want to come back, but I don't know if you still care. Yeah, so maybe this Two of Swords could even be like about what this person thinks about you. Like maybe they think that like you aren't really sure about them, or like you're not really sure where you want this connection to go, and like because of that they've also been a little bit doubtful, like okay, if I come back, will this person take me, will this person even accept me? So I do see that there's a little bit of internal conflict there that goes on through their mind. Yeah, like I feel like they do know deep down that like, you know, this connection is there between the both of you. It definitely goes both ways, but you know, they also want to make sure that this is something that you want. They don't want to end up looking like a fool. So yeah, there could be a little bit of like hesitancy there. So it's like if things are taking a little bit of time, it's like, you know, they're just thinking, they're just contemplating. Maybe before you, like coming forward and like making that grand gesture, which I do see happening, they're just gonna kind of like gauge where you are, and you know, kind of like you know, test things out a little bit, test the waters before sailing. So yeah, we also got I want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you. Yeah, wow, that's actually crazy. While I was saying that, I didn't even look at this card, but I feel like yeah, they are gonna want to have a conversation with you before going forward. I feel like this is kind of like a practical person, like, you know, they want to do things the right way, the old-fashioned way. I feel like that's also what this person might think of you, like, you know, the Hierophant, this is all about like structure, like boundaries, and like old-fashioned, like, you know, traditional type relationship. So yeah, I feel like, you know, this person, like, they really want to make that grand gesture, but they also want to make sure you're comfortable, you're on the same page. So yeah, I see that, like, you know, there's a lot of passion here, don't get me wrong. This person is very attracted to you, but I just feel like maybe in the way that they do things, it could feel a little bit like a little bit more traditional or old school, which I also feel like is kind of like endearing. That's really cute in my opinion. But yeah, like they are gonna want to have a conversation with you about what this is, where it's going, what their true feelings are. Like I feel like there's a lot of things that are kind of still a little bit muddled, or like there's something that you might need clarity on, something that they even want to give you clarity on, something they also might want clarity on, and I feel like they are going to like actually come forward and give you that. So that's a really good thing as well. Yeah, okay, that is what we got for you, Pile 3. I really hope this reading helped. I hope that it resonated. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for that. And yeah, I will end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light.